What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to One Day at a Time. It's been a week or so. I took a vacation, as I told you in the last episode, and I know that I said that I was going to try to do some while I was down in Florida, but it didn't happen. And that's okay. I spent a lot of time reflecting and relaxing and seeking and being heard. And I heard God through my trip. He spoke to me a lot. A lot of things happened. A lot of rest, a lot of reset, a lot of clarity came from taking some time away. And I want to talk about that a little bit today. You know, I used to be the type of person that would not really try to use my PTO time because I'm a hard worker. I like working. As you can see, I'm not working today either. In a hotel room, doing another trip, small trip with my family. Excited to experience Elevation Nights tonight. But I used to not use my PTO time, and like I would take some of it, but not all of it, and we get cashed out at the end of the year. You know, last year in January when they cashed it out, I cashed out like 60 hours of PTO time, something like that. And I was like, I'm gonna make sure that I use more of my time because that's what it's there for. We work to live. We don't live to work. And if you have PTO time, I encourage you guys to use it. Like plan trips, even if it's a 3-day weekend or a 4-day weekend. Use the days off to your advantage and not use all your PTO time. And when they cashed out my PTO time this year, I had 4 hours left that I didn't use, and I'm proud of that. So as I go through this year, like I have things planned, and I want to use my time. I want to relax, and I want to find God through all of it. While I was on my trip, He ministered to me and helped me calm down, slow down, and just feel a lot. There's a lot going on in my life, a lot of stress and anxiety, and just me trying to do the best that I could to serve other people, but only being able to do so much. And it was tough. It was tough trying to deal with all of that. And it all kind of came to a point right before my trip. And the trip was very fruitful. The biggest thing that I experienced down there, other than being warm, because the weather was much better than up here, it came when I least expected it. I was playing a game of golf, like actual golf, not mini golf. I've never tried it before, and I won't tell you I was any good at it because I wasn't, but I was getting better as the time went on while I was down there. And something spoke to me. Like I was being instructed by my friend's dad, kind of giving me guidance on what to do, and you know from that, like I felt the Lord like reaffirm a lot of that in my mind. And the word that He gave me was slow down and stop trying so hard. And for me, like that resonated with my soul. Like it hit me on such a deep level, but I was able to put it into practice while I was trying to learn how to play golf because the faster you went, the worse you did. The harder you tried to hit the ball, the least distance that it went or the wrong direction that it went. And it was really cool as I was hearing God speak to me, telling me to slow down and stop trying so hard, that I was able to put it to practice while playing golf. And when I slowed down and stopped trying so hard, I did so much better. But it wasn't just about the game of golf. It spoke to my soul on such a deep level for my daily life. Because I know I've talked about it before. I have an overachieving mindset. Like I want to be 10 steps ahead of where I'm at, but I can't make those 10 steps in the time frame that I want to. And understanding that like I'm not behind on anything. We're on God's timeline. It's His plan, and we're just supposed to follow, be obedient, and everything will come in time. And the more that you try to force things to happen, the less likely that they're going to work out the way that you're trying to make them work out. At the end of the day, like we can't force things to happen. You know, if it's the will of God, it'll be. If it's not the will of God, He has a better plan for you. And being able to experience that and put it into practice in the immediate of the game of golf. Like, it really spoke to me for a lot of the things that I do, that I need to stop rushing through everything. I need to stop putting so much pressure on myself to be further ahead than I am. And, I try to do a lot of things. This is one of them. I was going to record episodes while I was down there. I was going to record an episode when I got back. Here we are. I took a week off. Stop trying so hard. I want this podcast to be real. I want it to help people. I want other people to come to know Jesus as I have, because he's made such a huge difference in my life. And that's how I want it to be for everybody. I want everybody to be able to experience the love of God that I have experienced, because I've been very fortunate. But everyone else can be fortunate too. Jesus is for everybody. Even if you think that you're not worthy, you've done too many bad things, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the things from your past. He just wants your future. He wants you. He will chase you down. He will leave everybody else to come find you. The saying is that he will leave the 99 to find the one. So, it talks about it with sheep. You got 100 sheep in your flock, but one of them goes missing. You leave the 99 sheep to go find the one that went missing. And that's what he does. He fights for you. He wants you. But he doesn't want you to feel the pressure of feeling like you need to do everything right to be right with him. That's not how that works. That's not what he wants for us. That's not a life worth living. You become a slave to the practice. And I feel like that's where a lot of religion does go wrong, is that they just make you feel like there's standards that you have to do this or you're going to hell. It's like that's not true at all. Yes, you're supposed to work through the sin in our lives and the things that aren't favorable to God. But at the same time, like, he understands that we're going to make mistakes, and the things that all that matters is that we keep pushing through it. We keep trying to be better. We let his word transform us to be the version of us that he knows that we are. And for me, like, I put a lot of pressure on myself. Like, the term that they use in the Bible is called legalism, where it has to be a certain way, it has to be this, it has to be that, and that's not how it is. You don't have to do it a certain amount of times, but you should try to do it more and more each time when it comes to reading the Bible, getting into prayer and worship. Like, it's not just about, like, oh, you need to do it this much time, this many times a day forever. And it's like, all right, cool, like, I don't have that much time today. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to take some pressure off, because that's not what he wants. He wants you to do it out of love, not obligation. And for me, like, I do. I have a problem with rushing. I have a problem of trying so hard to be the best that I can, and then when I fall short, like, I just beat myself up, and that's not from him, and that's not what he wants for us. It's not what he wants for me, and I really feel like he spoke to my soul on that. So moving forward with everything that I'm going to try to do, like, I really want to try to slow down and stop trying so hard. I still want everything to be good, and it will be. It might take time, and time is subjective. Your time might be different than someone else's time. My timeline is going to be different than your timeline. But it's in God's time. It's in his hands. And I really do feel like he wants me to walk in that. I can't fully explain, like, how much slow down and stop trying so hard spoke to my soul, but, like, when I heard it, it was such, like, a loud booming thought in my head, and it just brought me so much peace. And as I applied it to what I was doing in the immediate now, like, I was thinking about all the other areas of my life that I can apply that to. My walk with God, my podcast, my TikToks. I want it to be good, and that's good, but, like, do what I can when I can. Seek him. I want to read the Bible more. I'm going to read the Bible more. But, like, I don't need to put the pressure on myself that I need to read this whole Bible in a month. Like, that's kind of crazy. But, like, that's kind of how my brain works. Like, I try to overachieve. I try to get it done, and then it becomes overwhelming, and then it becomes a chore, and then you fall into the legalistic trap of, well, you didn't do it, so you're going to hell. And that's not it. So, if you're also struggling with the same things I have, sit back and reflect. What can you do differently by slowing down and not trying so hard? I'm not saying give up. You should always keep pushing forward. But if you're rushing yourself and you're mad that you've taken 5 steps, but you should have taken 20 steps, focus on the 5 steps that you did take. It's been 5 months since I've been saved. It feels like 5 years because so much has changed, but like I always have to remind myself how long it's been, because without reminding myself how long it's been, it's hard to understand how far I've really come in such a short time. And when you put the two pieces together of how long it's been and how much has changed, it takes the pressure off, because it's like, oh, I want to be here. I want to be so much further ahead, but I've already come so far. I felt like I've received a lot of healing through this trip, a lot of peace and comfort. And I'm looking forward to sharing more with you guys. And I hope you guys keep sticking around. I hope this is speaking to somebody. My goal is to help one person. Are you that one? I'd love to hear from you if you are. If something speaks to you from anything that I've said, reach out to me. If you have an area of your life or a topic that you'd like me to discuss more, or I'm not an expert. I'm still learning the Bible. I'm still learning who I am and who God is. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. But I'm always willing to try. I want to be able to reach out to anybody who's lost. I want people to come to know Jesus just like I have, because it's seriously made such a huge difference in my life. And I know that He can make a difference in your life too. So if you have a topic, or you need someone to talk to, or anything, need some prayer, like, let me know. I'm here. I'm gonna keep doing these videos. I'm gonna keep doing my TikTok stuff, and I'm gonna keep being me and working towards the me that God predestined me to be. So thanks for sticking around. Like I said, I'm here. I'm here for a while. I'm gonna keep doing these. I know at the beginning I said I wasn't sure how many I was gonna do, but I'm really enjoying them, especially when you take the pressure off. It's a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying them too. But until next time, take everything one day at a time. Be happy. Take the pressure off. Seek Him. He will answer. The more you seek Him, the more you will find Him. I know I did.